Me did nyanta chua and maybe I'm discover for Europe akuma busuya for Ghana no. Me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast. And sounds so ye free. Won't ya she? Me discover ye mapim. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app no. Ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi kakomu busuya for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Check now, check it, check it, check it, check it. The beat is real, don't wait make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, 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 check it. Green select glucometer, check it, check it, check it, check it. Sugar level for check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We are back from the weekend, and as usual, when we come back like this, then you should know that we're going to give you all the compilation of the activities that transpired over the weekend. My name is Sammy Flex. It's been long I gave you the editorial, right? Yeah, today it has become necessary that I give it to you, and that is what we are about to do. This is the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV, with production being done by Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, editor director of the show, and Emmanuel Forila PG is also the producer. But before I go into the editorial proper, let me announce to you that we are coming to Dubai from 29th of September through to 6th of October. And the good thing is that if you happen to be in Dubai, then you should know that we want you to be part of our yacht party at the marina, where we are calling on all Africans, because I know it is going to be the independence of Nigeria, and we want them to be part of this. So all our Nigerian brothers in Dubai, all our Ghanaian brothers in Dubai, as part of our tour, we are organizing the yacht party, and we want you guys to be part of it. It will be happening at the marina, and this is what we expect from you guys. Join us and let's go hard. And today's editorial is simply going to be 100% on the Citizens Global Festival. That is what we are about to do, and I want everybody to be part of this particular discussion. Stay put, because I have more for you. Now, this is what I want us to know. There are so many happenings, so many talk about town, especially when it comes to the Global Citizen Festival. And I'm not going to be able to talk about all. Reason I'm just doing the editorial, just portions of it. Then in the evening, when we come live on Showbiz Daily, all the panel members who were at the event, at least here at Sammy Flex TV, we were there in our numbers. Myself, I was there. Kojokino was there. Roland Amate was there. And we will be seated this evening to do a holistic discussion. But what are some of the takeaway points that I want us to address before we get into the evening? Point number one. Let me commend government of Ghana for making this possible. Because without them, I'm not sure it would have gotten to our 10. Because this happens to be the 10th edition. The event has gone to so many cities, including South Africa. And finally, we are also here in Ghana. We've had our first share. And I want to believe that this was one of the best productions ever that I have witnessed. From stage, from the way equipment were flying in left, right, and center, just to give us that quality in production. This was so good. Something very beautiful. And once again, thanks to the Ministry of Arts, Tourism and Culture for giving us this. Because I know without them, maybe we wouldn't be able to do some of these things. And now that it has happened, we want to say we want more. We want more. Like Oliver Twist, we want them to be giving us some more. So let's put that aside. Someone will say, let's sweep that under the carpet and move on to the next thing. The next thing will be the artist that performed on the night. Beautiful collection from Ghana, if you ask me. Stoneboy, Sarkodie, and Jackie. And thanks to Stormzy, who also brought on Yatog and Kwesi Arthur. That was also beautiful. And once again, Stormzy did something that is worth talking about. Very remarkable. Whilst he was on the stage performing, he did not wear Adidas or Gucci or Louis Vuitton or something. He came on the stage wearing a t-shirt with a photo of legendary Daddy Lumba. And that was so on point. It just means that he is respecting or paying homage to the legendary musician, that is Daddy Lumba. When it comes to music, when it comes to songwriting, when it comes to releases, Daddy Lumba still is at the top, comfortably, with no issues here and there. He is really ruling his game. And when we saw Stormzy showing our appreciation by wearing his t-shirt, I said, yeah, this guy understands his roots and he knows what to say at what time. It's so beautiful as well. Now to the next point I would want us to talk about. This discussion of what happened to Shatta Wale, as to why Shatta Wale was not on the bill, or as to why Shatta Wale was not part of the collab. We are still looking for answers. I remember before the show, I was hosted on TV3 as part of the preliminary discussion or the pre-discussions of the event. That is the Global Citizen Festival event. I was on TV. And this question came out from the host, Anita. Shout outs to you. I was on the show with Arnold Asamoah Beidu and Amanda Jesse, aka Mandy J. And this topic came up as to why we were supposed to present our tops. And our tops in Ghana now, if you are really paying attention to those who have the numbers and what it takes to represent us at the top when it comes to music, obviously, the big S, like we've been saying. You mentioned Shatta Wale, you mentioned Stoneboy, and surely you mentioned Sarkodie. And the rest will follow comfortably like that. But questions are coming up as to why Shatta Wale was not on the bill. And I know it is $1 million question. I know it is not something that you can sit quietly and out of your mind know what transpired. Because we understand our industry when it comes to politics, when it comes to sentiments, when it comes to emotional clashes. We have experienced it in so many ways. When someone is not happy with you, there is no way you'll be called upon, no matter how influential, no matter how impactful, no matter how efficient you can deliver. As much as someone is not happy with you, we understand that some of these things are likely to come up. And it is not too clear why. Nobody has given us any explanation as to why Shatta Wale was not called. But there will be some reasons elsewhere. The producers might understand it better. The organizers might understand it better. And maybe what we all know about. Could it be he was contacted and negotiations did not fall in right, or what? Could it be they saw him to be that guy who will be so hard to control? Because I saw one beautiful thing at the event. Every artist who performed, whatever you said, whatever breaks you did to say anything, everything was scripted. So you could not just pause at any time to talk. No. At any point in time, any action you want to take, it was scripted, even including speakers. The people who spoke on the stage, everything you said was scripted. The moment you come on the stage, whatever you are going to say, it will be showing. So if you are at the place, you can't be watching everything from screen. It was so beautiful. So we will still be looking for answers as to why Shatta Wale was not called. This morning, I received a call from a brother in Australia who said that he has been worried as to Ghana not seeing the good in Shatta Wale all the time and looking at him as a monster and not giving him what he's even due because of some of the clashes, disagreements, and misunderstanding among industry people. But like I'm saying, it is $1 million question. We are yet to understand it. And let me say big ups to the producers of the show once again. I was lucky to have featured at the VIP section of the event. And over there, it was like a party. Nobody struggled to get anything to eat or to drink. It was just at your beck and call. And I can say everything I drank, everything I ate was free. And it was so with everybody who was there. Nobody spent money to buy anything at the VIP. You just go there, Was it Moe you want to drink? Was it Black Label? All the expensive wines, liquors, they were just there. You just go there and you get them to drink at your beck and call. And this is a well-financed show. The show was not, in fact, it wasn't a small thing. It was hugely financed. So everybody who was part of it, I want to believe they are satisfied and doing so well. Performances from our artists, solid. I would want to commend them. Sarkodie gave one of his best performances. Stoneboy, same way. Jackie, yes, some people might have reservations over Jackie's performance. But of course, she has also been around, now performing on some big platforms. And I want to believe she also did her best. Gave out one of the best performances as much as she is concerned. And I want to commend all our performers. None of them came onto the platform with anything less. They all came there with their A game and they delivered to the best of their abilities. After the event, one thing that has gotten enough discussion is the fact that Usher introduced artists from Nigeria. And here we are talking about Oxlade, we are talking about Tiwa Savage, and we are talking about Fields. All these people were introduced during the Usher set. And our people are not too cool about it. Our people are not too comfortable about it. Some of them are complaining here and there, like, why should it be that on our own soil, we hosted this event in the name of Ghana? Someone comes, instead of introducing some of our Ghanaian artists, rather went ahead to introduce artists from Nigeria. It has been the talk of town because they think it's another point of Ghana losing out to Nigeria once again when it comes to international exposure. But I've been thinking about it, that did we do enough as an industry to warrant this? Did we do enough as an industry to benefit from what happened with that introduction? I can only talk about Mr. Drew, who tweeted that he wants the opportunity to connect with Usher because as a young person or as a young musician, he has been inspired by moves of Usher and the way he does his things. Reason he is also part of the industry now. It was a tweet he put out. It's Mr. Drew and his team telling us that they only heard Mr. Usher was in town just over the weekend. Did they not know that we have seen publicity of Usher coming to Ghana, I think, for the past 4 weeks? What were they waiting for? What moves did they do? And this is where sometimes, no matter how you want to support the industry with everything you have, sometimes you sit back and you watch some of these and ask yourself, what are we really looking for? At least, we know the event was in conjunction with Government of Ghana. So if not for anything, the Ministry of Arts and Tourism, they were part of this. So why didn't someone go there if really we wanted this opportunity? Why didn't someone write to the ministry that, oh guys, Usher is coming to town, and as part of his act, can I request that Usher does this? Can I request that I do this with him? Nobody did. And maybe Nigeria did, like someone said, God did. Maybe Nigeria did. They had their discussions. It was not as if Usher came on the stage and out of nowhere he decided to introduce some artists. No. No. All these things were scripted because nowhere in the publicity did we see Tiwa Savage mentioned. Nowhere in the publicity did we see Oxlade or Fields mentioned. They were not mentioned anywhere. But on the day they came up, and as it stands now, I can tell you, despite all the magic our performers did, interestingly, we are not even talking about them. We are talking about that introduction because the many people in the industry feel that it was one of the strong highlights of the show when Usher introduced 3 Nigerian artists back and back like that. People think it's one of the highlights, and this is Usher we are talking about here, a world music brand. Everything he does is huge. Whatever he endorses is huge. So if that opportunity had come to a Ghanaian, I'm sure some people will be happy about it. But unfortunately, we lost it. What did our labels do? The record labels here, like Mr. Drew was looking for that opportunity. What did his label, Highly Spiritual, do about it? We are not making moves. we are not doing the right connection. We are not looking for the right plug, because this is how it happens. You don't sit in your office and expect some things to happen. You have to move. You have to make moves if that is what you want. So yes, it is painful. The industry is talking about it, but who do we blame? Like they say, Ghanaians are always reserved. We are slow in making moves. We are slow in taking some actions. And if it is going to continue like that, then I'm sure we have to stop crying, because it will still be like this until we change our ways. Someone will say until we change our modus operandi. It is sure going to be like this all the time. Now let's put that aside and also look at those who booed the president on the stage, or better still, those who hooted at our president. That was also a low blow, if you ask me. I don't know why some people will do this. Yes, I understand. In the country, so many people are not happy because of economic hardship. I understand in the country, so many people are not too cool because of how things are difficult. Basic things human beings are not able to afford in Ghana. In fact, water recently has been increased. The cheapest of water that people can buy to drink. This time it has been increased. Electricity here and there. People are just crying. People are just dying. Reason on their entertainment theft, they wouldn't want to see a face like a politician. Reason on the day they feel like, okay, today we are about to have fun. Today we've forgotten about our worries and our sorrows. We are here to have fun. If you come out showing your face as a politician, you are likely to face the opposition we experienced. And today, I want to just urge our people that we just need to know that sometimes when we are at certain places, we just need to guide ourselves on how we act. The whole world was watching. Whilst we were having our show here, New York was also hosting theirs. And if our president is talking and we have to come together and hoot at him, oh God, that was below the belt. Yes, like I said earlier, I understand the hardship. We can have different ways of registering our displeasure to our politicians, but not on such a platform. A platform that the world is watching, a platform that someone would also want to come and do something like this with us some other time, and we have to show that attitude. It was a low blow. But in all, Ghana's entertainment industry won. In all, our showbiz industry saw another thing. Initially, I was not even too enthused about going to the show. But later, when I started seeing photos and videos of the setup, I said, oh, let me go there and experience this for our program's sake. So that when some of these things come up during our discussions, you also know what contribution to make. So I was there humbly to learn. I was there humbly to see how things are done. And I'll surely make comparisons and references to what we do here in Ghana. And the distance is so wide. The gap is so wide. We just need to humble ourselves and learn. To our people who are not happy because Usher introduced some Nigerian stars, yes, it is a sad one, but we can only learn lessons from this. If that is what we want, next time we have to work harder. If that is what we want, next time we don't have to sleep. If that is what we want, next time we have to connect as early as possible. At least we've heard announcement of Afro Chela. We've heard announcement of Afro Nation. If you really want to do something, this is the time to move. Don't wait till event weekend before you start tweeting that you want to do this. And to fans of Shatta Wale, I understand many of you are not happy because of what really transpired, because of what he has said. But I still want to believe that let's continue to support every artist in Ghana. Let's continue to push their works. And let's continue to get the politics in the game right. If you're able to do this, I'm sure Shatta Wale will be on every platform. It happens but once, like I keep saying. This is the editorial on the Global Citizen Festival. In the evening, the whole team will sit up, we'll sit down here, and we will have a better discussion. And we've also heard that Shatta Wale is even cautioning some people not to talk about his album, which is just about some few weeks away from release date. We are going to discuss that later on the show as well. My name is Sammy Flex. I want to say thanks to Digital for PG. This is the editorial on the Global Citizen Festival. We will do some more, so watch out for that. I'm out of here.